Hello and welcome, Taurus. My name is Elizabeth Bratcher and I'm here to do your weekly read. So thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate you taking the time to take a few minutes out of your day and watch what I have to offer. So this week I am using the Sun and the Moon Tarot, which same as last week and probably the same as next week. And I'm also using the Elysical deck. When I do one-on-one readings, I don't use cards as a general, so I've got my favourites and I stick with them. So how I work with the weekly reads, Taurus, is I'm just going to pull. I don't focus on any particular subject, but I allow the energy of all of them to step in. So work, relationships, career, finances, everything else like that. So the predominant subjects of the week will show through. Those that don't need any attention and focus won't. Okay. So I've already given the cards a good shuffle before I've started today. So I don't spend too much of your time doing so. So without further ado, all right, so your energy of the week is the Eight of Swords. You got the Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so frustrations, feeling a little bit bound and gagged, but you've got the Ten of Cups, which shows that this energy, even though you've got that energy for the week, just be mindful, see, like you've got the Ten of Cups there, which showing happiness and good things. Six of Swords shows that you're moving over troubled water. Eight of Cups shows that you're walking away from things that no longer serve you. The Hierophant showing that it's like I feel like what this is reflecting on is that those endings and those things that you're walking away from are those things that have gagged and you're walking towards something new, and it's official, like not necessarily official like I'm signing a piece of paper, but it's official in its energy. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune card that's there as well, which is showing, that there's an ending, there's completion and a phase. Oh, and your energy for the week in my deck is the Cycles, which is just that, okay? So, Taurus, when I'm sitting with your energy this week, I want to say that, the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Swords, and even sometimes the Six of Swords, and even sometimes the Wheel of Fortune is definitely carrying the energy of a few challenges around. I feel like for some of you, though, that this is split in different ways, okay? I feel like it feels like it's impacting on my life, which is why I want to say it's splitting in different ways, because even then when I go to take a breath and go, oh, okay, I want to focus it on, say, relationships at work, they're just bringing it back to me and just going, you know what, it doesn't really matter for what it's relating to, it's the effects that it's having on me that is actually important this week, okay? But you've got the card that's talking about the fact that it's time. It's time. You know it, you feel it, you know it, okay? And so it's like, all right, well, these motions and these energies that are around you at this time, just go with the flow with them as best you can, because they are meant to be. So yeah, you've got the be positive card, which talks about the fact that your attitude is a choice, and you've got the detox card that sits there, okay? Now, guys, this is my beta deck. I've explained to you before, so it's not been printed professionally yet, but that's a volcano that's exploding. It's one of the cards in the deck that does sit a little bit more lax in its colour, because of the blah blah blah. So anyway, but what the energy of this card talks about, it's the detox. It's the Eight of Cups energy. If I have to, I'll see if they're sitting together too. All right, and so it's about the fact that this is something significant. All right, it's something that has a lot of energy in it to it. But then you've got the improvements card straight after, and you've got the security card as well. Okay, both which represent, one, improvements obviously in self and in situations, but security, that you are secure, that these changes that are happening around you are not going to leave you down and out. I'm not going to leave you on your ass with nowhere to go, okay? And for some of you, I do feel like the energy is that big. I really do, and that's why they're kind of going, look, don't worry about what it's necessarily come from, but realise what it's actually affecting, okay? And so, but I want to say, Taurus, though, that the underlying message of that is we're saying we'll focus on that because we want you to know you're going to be all right, okay? And so I know that that's a little bit of a heavier energy, so I know it won't apply to all of you that's there, but for those of you that it does apply to this week, I feel like that's significant enough that needs to be the bigger message that sits here with it, okay? When I'm looking at money and things like that, there's not a lot that they're talking about with here. Again, the general energy is just that if it's there, it's there. If it's not, there's no big improvements coming in around it this week. There's definitely as I said, work, relationships and energy and everything else like that. But it's literally like when I try to separate, they go, don't stress about it. It's not, it's more what's happening around for the person this week. Okay, and so breathe through it, because there's nowhere here that's showing catastrophe. But you need to breathe, but it's very much like, but realize the emotional significance around for it. Okay, so as I said, I know, even as I'm reading, I know that that's not going to resonate with all of you because of the genuine heaviness of it. But for those that it does, so that use your voice as well. My voice always goes when it's trying to show me to that sometimes self-expression and truthfulness and honesty and connection to self can be difficult. All right, really stand in that energy this week, Taurus, because it's important. Okay, it's what's going to carry you through. All right, there's no devastation here. Okay, there's hard work and there's picking yourself up and there's, maybe a little bit of worry and concern, but it's all about the cycles. All right, it's all about the cycles. This isn't forever. This is just a moment that's going to pass. All right, Taurus. So, interestingly enough, it happens. I don't predict the way the readings go, but I hope that for those of you that it resonates, that it does actually help, okay? And that for those of you that doesn't resonate within its complexity, take those little bits and pieces away from it and definitely take a moment to just even be grateful that that doesn't resonate, you know what I mean? And to see where you're sitting in your own strength and in your own connections to self and all of that kind of energy that's there. And just keep in, check in on it, because the thing is that allows that energy to step in the first place is usually because those things aren't in check. So, use it as an opportunity to go, whew, doesn't resonate with me this week. That's great. And these are the reasons why. And I'm really grateful for that. And I'm going to make sure that I do continue to nurture that. Okay. For those of you that it does very much resonate with, do take time to recognize how your behavior sits and how you feel and all of those kind of little bits and pieces. I don't feel this week you're in a particular opportunity to sit and, do all this work around it, but definitely put it in the bank so that you can come back and go, okay, this was my journey through this. This is how I felt. And so these are the things that I feel that now I can start to move forward with, because as I said, this is just a moment. You are going to move forward from it. Okay, so that is what I have for you this week, Taurus. Again, thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. If you have liked watching my video, whether it's resonated or not, please click the thumbs up button. And also, I'd love to see you guys subscribe to the channel. So until tomorrow, next month, next week, take care and look after yourself.